During the September 8th Lansing City Council meeting, the council heard 2 plans from property developers. One in North Old Town near the Turner Dodge House to build a new apartment building with 76 units. Another in South Lansing next to the Oak Park YMCA to continue to maintain a 618-unit village with an agreement to pay less taxes. Also, the mayor will be in a dunk tank this Saturday, so don't miss your opportunity to literally dunk the mayor.
I'm sorry, I was trying to stay quiet. But I'm thinking about how long that line's going to be.
Yeah, get there early.
It's from 1 to 1:30 is when he'll be on there, 1 o'clock to 1:30.
Oh, thank you. This is clutch information. Welcome to What Lansing Council, a podcast transforming Monday night's Lansing City Council meetings into an enthralling recap. I'm your host, Jill Dombrowski, and today my very special guest is DeLisa Fountain.
Yay!
Yay!
Ba, ba, ba,
DeLisa is a proud mom of 3 young men. She works as the director of Lansing's Neighborhoods, Arts, and Citizen Engagement Department. She champions community engagement by working with various youth empowerment organizations, serving on the Capital Area Community Services Board, the Lansing Empowerment Network Board, and the Mayor's Gun Violence Task Force. Thank you so much for being here.
Ooh, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Whenever I hear people say the things I do, I'm like, wait. Yeah, I do that.
You're doing so much. It's like so easy. Just add another thing,
Just
you know?
add another thing. I promise we're not going to add another word to our department name, though.
It is a long department name. And the 311 agency.
Yeah, oh, yeah. And the Office of Neighborhood Safety, which launched this year as well.
Okay.
But we are not adding all that to the name.
Okay. A silent safety at the end.
There we go.
Yeah. Can you tell us how you would describe Lansing in your own 1 to 3 words?
All right. So my 3 words would be home, sweet home.
Oh.
Because no matter where I travel, I've lived for a brief period of time. I lived down in Tampa with my mom for like 6 months. And God bless the people down in Tampa and the Florida people and all that. But I needed to be back in Lansing. I needed to be back in Michigan. I needed my 4 seasons. I needed to feel the difference in the fall. And it was just home. Home is here. I was born and raised literally on the west side of Lansing, born at St. Lawrence.
Oh.
Raised on the island, west side of Lansing, right on Olds Avenue. We like to attribute ourselves as the generation after 496.
Oh,
so
yeah.
all we knew was the highway being there. Mm-hmm. And we nicknamed it the island around that time because of the highway, the river, MLK, and then Lansing Townships on that side. So we were like this few little blocks where it was just us. And all of us that were raised over there, we're all still tight to this day. Like, we got T-shirts. We got, we all gather. we see each other. It's a thing, man.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Do you have it's called the Island. Are you the Islanders of Lansing?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. And we take it serious, too, man. Yeah, man. It was our identity, right? It was us. It was home.
Yeah. Cool.
And we had pride in it, too.
Yeah, good. That's amazing. And what's something else you love about Lansing?
Oh, man. I made a list, too. I love all 111 parks we have here in Lansing, right? Mm-hmm. I love the River Trail. When I was in 6th grade, I discovered the River Trail, and I spent almost every day that summer riding my bike. So that's when Oldsmobile was down on the corner of Olds and MLK, and I'd cut down William Street all the way down to Townsend and cut onto the River Trail from there and take it all the way out to East Lansing, come all the way back. My grandma had no idea. I was riding because I technically was only supposed to stay in the neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
But I discovered the River Trail, and man, there was no looking back from that point. Me and my boys have often spent time on the River Trail in the summertime. So we'll walk from like Morris Park all the way up to Old Town. We'll stop and go get ice cream, walk around.
That's
Bruce's
a long
Park.
walk.
It is.
Good job.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Especially when you had no money to do stuff too. But, getting outside and doing things like that. So I love the River Trail. What else? Every neighborhood in Lansing is so unique and so different that I absolutely love and adore it. I love that on the east side, you're going to see some urban farming. You're going to see some chickens in some yards.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to see somebody riding on a unicycle.
Yep.
I love it. I love it. I love that you're going to go see some historic homes on the west side of Lansing.
Definitely.
I love that on the south side of Lansing, I'm going to see a lot of the kids playing football and things at like Wainwright Park, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And on the north side of Lansing, everyone just seems like they mind their own business and just go about their thing. And
Mm-hmm.
they, you got the airport over there, you got bowling over there. So every neighborhood is completely different, and I love it.
Yeah. It's amazing. And you get to really know all the neighborhoods.
Oh, God,
that must be a great perk of your job.
Favorite part. My favorite part. I love connecting with the neighbors. I love that during the council meeting last night, we started talking about the reactivation of some neighbors.
Yeah.
Took notes on that too.
Oh, great.
But yeah, I love it.
Awesome. And what's something you would love to see change in
Well, let me
Lansing?
look at my list.
Sure. You're very prepared. I appreciate this.
Oh, because I get so nervous. I get nervous. Some things I like to see change, right? One thing I do want to see change is in this conversation around housing, and we always say affordable. We say affordable. I want to hear the word attainable added to that, right? Because a lot of people can. Let me take that back. We have some affordable housing, but how are we making it so people can attain that housing? How are we helping them prior to getting into the housing with their credit and whatever other circumstances may be blocking them from attaining that housing? So they may have the 3 times rent or whatever was stated, but what if they have an eviction on their record? Yeah. What if they have a felony on their record? How are we helping them attain this housing? So I really would like to see that added to that conversation.
I love that. A more holistic view.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because everyone deserves a place to lay their head and rest and refresh and get ready for the world, right? So I'd love to see the word attainable added. More positive stories about Lansing. Yeah. Negative spreads so fast, especially on our social media feeds. Everyone's listening to the scanners. Everyone has the first scoop, right? Yeah. I want to hear more positive things about Lansing. I love hearing about how, people are opening up new businesses here and there. People are doing some great things here in Lansing. I just want to hear more about that.
Spread the good news.
Exactly. I love hearing about the neighborhood projects that are taking place. I just love hearing about someone's grandson is starting to play football next week, and they're excited about it. I want to hear more positive stories. Yeah,
the lost cats have been found.
Exactly. Exactly. The cat distribution system works. Yes. Which I would prefer a puppy distribution system.
Okay, yes.
Now, don't say that. I hope no one takes that as if I hate cats. I love cats. Grew up with one.
We're spreading the positive news about dogs.
Yes.
Yes. So here we are. Let's talk about the September 8th meetings. Ready?
I am ready. Now, I will admit, I missed Committee of the Whole. Okay. Because during that time, I am en route to either pick up a kid from football practice or pick up a kid from work. Yeah. And I missed it because I was like, oh, I should probably listen to it. And it was already done.
Yeah. It was quick. 17 minutes.
Oh, jeez. Anyone that knows me knows I love a good 20-minute meeting.
Yeah. I was impressed with this one. Everybody was like, let's just get through this. So, yeah, appreciate that, council members. Exactly. At the meeting, we had all of our council members present this time. We have Ryan Cost, our president from the 1st Ward. Jeremy Garza represents the 2nd Ward. Adam Hussein of the 3rd Ward. Brian T. Jackson of the 4th Ward. Our at-large members are Jeffrey Brown, Tamara Carter, our vice president, Trini Pelivanoglu, and Peter Spatafor. Also, we had the city attorney, Greg Venker, and the recording secretary, Sherry Boak. Mark Lawrence was there on the mayor's behalf. He was a little late, though, so he missed half of it.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
So we had one public comment, and it was about the council's proposed budget priorities. The commenter said, "This is all frosting and no cake. We need the cake." Do you know who it is? Great. The cake in this commenter's eyes being the police, fire, public service, and parks department budgets. These need to be funded at 100% at the expense of all else. Things like facade improvement, legal assistance to renters, diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. These are all secondary, and no thanks on these. No council remarks addressing this. Next, there was a brief update from the Downtown Lansing Inc. director, Kathleen Edgerly. And she said that they are updating their principal shopping district fees by 3% increase, and some of the names of the businesses have changed since last year. So, yes, council was fine with this. And then next, Attorney Venker explains that they want to get some money from various opioid settlement agreements.
Get that money.
Yes. But to do that, the city needs to formally make a resolution to proceed with these settlements. It is a mass tort litigation, not a class action one. The difference being that in mass tort, there's a bunch of plaintiffs having their own lawsuits, as opposed to class action, a bunch of people together doing one thing.
Okay.
So we're getting a little legalese there.
Cool.
Not too much. That was interesting, I guess. Next, Jim DeLine, the chair of Lansing's Board of Ethics, was there. And again, he comes with some rules and procedures updates. Their document for their own internal procedures has not been updated since 1996. Yes. They would like to remove that members must be updated by fax. So he was saying, please vote these changes in. And President Koss said, we will put these on file and we're all set. No votes need to be taken place.
Okay.
So that was all. They don't need to do the faxing anymore. So chit quick meeting. Then there was a long break. So like over an hour break. Lots of chit chat time for me.
So you didn't leave to go get anything to eat?
No, I should have.
Man.
I should have. I had ate so many granola bars when I got home.
Sounds like a balanced dinner.
It was not. But I did have a really nice chat with a student, an MSU fellow from Tunisia, which is a country in North Africa, which I had a lot of time to look up on Wikipedia. And he is studying U.S. government structures.
Oh, okay.
And then he's going to take that knowledge back to Tunisia.
Awesome. Is he serving as an intern? Is he, or
No.
he was just there?
He was just there, yeah. Just hanging out.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's been able to contact anybody about maybe getting a sit down with the mayor's office and talking to different departments. So I hope if he gets a chance to listen, tell him reach out, and we can probably slide him into Citizens Academy.
Amazing.
For a couple of, we've got a few more sessions left, and yeah,
cool.
Come over and learn.
Yeah, I think he would. He seemed very excited to
I love stuff like that.
Yeah.
I love when people want to be engaged and want to learn more about local government and structure of government. Come on, let's go. Let's learn it.
For sure. It's exciting times. For the regular meeting, we have the mayor in attendance and clerk Chris Swope.
Yay!
And some exciting times from Clerk Swope. He was the best dressed.
He's always sharp.
Yes.
Man, he's always sharp. Even when I run into him outside of any city business, man, he always put together.
Yeah, and the details, like his shoes, his bags.
It's always on point.
Yeah. So he was wearing, he was wearing his asymmetric black and white chunky glasses frames.
I love those.
And he had kind of a gleaming quilted black leather jacket, black shirt, black choker, devil red pants.
I want to be like Chris Swope when I grow up.
Same.
I love it.
Goals.
I love it. Facts.
Swope also had an unfortunate turn of events at the meeting, which I'm not sure if you could see on the virtual one.
No, because I was watching on YouTube. What happened?
Yeah. So during one of the development presentations, I think he noticed that the name placard wasn't changed from the committee of the whole, so it still said Secretary Boak instead of Clerk Swope.
Oh, no.
And so he reached down to try to change it, and it fell.
Now, if this was a Beyonce concert, somebody would get fired.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, intern, where are you at?
What's going on?
Clerk intern, you need to get there and help.
Come on now, let's get on it.
Yes, I almost went up, but then I was like, no, I'm going to get, the police will tackle me or something if I try to go up there.
You have to add that to the bingo card.
You know it. So then kind of the meat of this meeting, Councilmember Garza introduces two developers doing presentations seeking to use some city and tax exemption programs. The first is Eric Helzer of Advanced Redevelopment Solutions and Chris Klein of the Lansing Economic Development Corporation. And they want to turn 6 parcels, 5 they already have, and 1 small one they're hoping to buy from the city into a new apartment complex for workforce affordable housing. They are partnering with a nonprofit affordable housing developer based in Detroit who has had some success with these projects. And they have spent during their presentation, they spent some time reviewing questionable salary data for Lansing jobs to prove how affordable their units will be.
I saw that. I was like, oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Although I like that approach.
Yes.
I did like that approach. I love the salary conversation. Not too sure about how accurate the numbers were.
Yeah.
But if they say they got them from the web, then there we go.
Right. Sure.
But I loved that they broke it down in that way. So
Yeah.
if we're going to talk about affordable, let's actually start talking about some numbers here.
Yes, definitely. Spatafor spends some time trying to get President Kloss' attention during like the first part of this, which was hilarious. And he asks if there's a dead-end street near there, will that street be connected to Turner? And they're like, no.
Okay.
He's like, okay. So
Not going to do any extras.
I don't know. I couldn't tell if he was hoping that it would or if he was happy that it wasn't.
Right.
The developers continue. They're blending the old and new looks of Old Town with this building. Part will be brick, and then it will, to the north, continue into white concrete and gray cinder block.
At this point, I would like to say my disclaimer.
Yes, let's hear it.
The views and opinions I share on this podcast are my own. They do not represent the views, policies, or positions of my employer or any organization I am affiliated with.
Very well said. And let's hear it.
I would love for it to stay all brick.
Yeah.
Old Town is all brick.
Yeah.
I get the modernistic look and everything, but when I think of Old Town, I think of Old Town. I think of brick buildings. And I think of that kind of majestic look. So that's just me. And I did not attend any of the neighborhood forums they hosted. So
they did talk about how 80 people loved this look at their neighborhood forums.
Who am I to say? I live in Southwest Lansing. I can't dictate what it looks like in Old Town.
Yeah. I would be surprised if all of Old Town was going nuts for that design, but good for them anyways, I guess. So
I did love the 3-bedroom option.
Yes.
3 bedrooms are a pain in the butt to find here in Lansing. It is hard to find, because once somebody moves into a 3-bedroom, they're not leaving.
Oh,
they're
for sure.
in there. And it's like a 3-bedroom is a pain in the butt to find in Lansing.
Yes, they were very proud of the 4 3-bedrooms that they will put out, and 57 1-bedroom units and 15 2-bedroom units.
Yeah, I would even, if I were them, I'd take away some of those 1-bedrooms and I would add some more 3-bedrooms.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. They said to improve the area, they will be adding some sidewalks and some street lamps.
There we go. Sidewalks.
I need a button for you.
I'm not going to lie. I almost thought about grabbing one from somewhere.
Oh, man. Yes. I'm going to put that on my to-do list. Councilmember Jackson is pushing back on the affordability idea here. Will you accept Section 8 vouchers from folks? And they're like, yes, of course. We are really working hard to make this.
Now, see, I appreciate that conversation, and be transparent with everybody. Prior to me coming into the city and working for the city, I was a Section 8 recipient.
Okay.
I was on Section 8 while I completed my degree at Davenport, and even for a short period of time while I worked for the city. And then I think maybe my second year of employment, I phased out of the program because I made too much for it.
Okay. That's the goal.
That's the goal, the absolute goal, 100%. I think me and my friends actually held a celebration dinner for that.
Amazing.
That's always the goal. When we have these conversations and we talk about vouchers and we think about things like that, and it came up later in the council conversation, and I got it in my notes where one of the developers or one of the apartment complexes said they want their voucher holders to make 3 times the rent still. It's impossible.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't been, and I will say this, I have not been on the program in many years, and so I don't have much experience with the program right now. But if someone makes 3 times the rent, then they don't qualify for the voucher.
Right.
So it's almost...
It's built to fail.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say you're redlining, but again,
close.
Let's watch how we're creating these policies.
Yeah.
Because you make it sound as though, yeah, come on through. Come with your voucher.
Right.
But,
yeah.
So let's think about that as we're developing these properties.
Yeah.
And again, we talk about attainable housing.
Mm-hmm. And the tax incentives that they're hoping to get from the city, those incentives are built to help people get into housing.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
You're asking for this money, like do what is intended.
Do what's intended, and let's stop being scared of what you don't know.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you have questions about okay, what does it look like to be on a voucher, and to go through bring those people to the table, ask those questions, and then build your policies around it.
Yeah. Have a pizza hour.
Yeah.
Let's see. Another question Councilmember Jackson asks is, why is this demolition so expensive? You guys are asking for a lot of money to cover that. And the developer says, well, we've been through a lengthy process with the Board of Water and Light. They found a raw water well and line that have to be properly decommissioned. So that's going to set us back a little bit.
Immediately, I thought of like the Goonies movie.
Yes.
But are we going treasure hunting
what
first
is
before
in
we
that
decommission?
well?
What's
Yes.
going on down there? No. Oh my God, demolition is expensive.
Yeah.
I was looking at some projects, and when they talk about the demolition costs, I'm like, what you mean you can't just go in there with a hammer and just knock stuff down? It doesn't. It's not as easy as that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of remediation that has to happen, and but let's go treasure hunting first. Let's find out what's down
right
there.
next to Turner Dodge House. There's got to be
something's there. Something's there.
Yeah. Next, we had Aaron Buitendorp.
Ooh, Aaron. So here's a funny Aaron Boopy Doop. That's what Peter Spatterford calls her. I used to call her Boopy Doop. Oh, Aaron's a rock star.
Yeah.
She is amazing. We came into the Department of Neighborhoods together. She started as the AmeriCorps Vista and has moved her way up through the city. But she's amazing. She's a rock star. That's my ace.
Oh, and she is a podcast patron. So thank you, Erin.
Erin is awesome.
She did an excellent job of introducing Justin Golden and Matthew Temkin from Greatwater Opportunity Capital. And Erin was there representing the Economic Development and Planning Department. Mm-hmm. So they've been working with these folks for a while now. And these two dudes are the new owners and operators of Evergreen Park Townhomes and Apartments, south of 96 and west of Cedar in Ward 2. Mm-hmm. So
right on the edge.
Right on the edge.
Right on the. We're talking a lot of cusp stuff today.
For sure.
Right on the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Man, those have the ability to be some beautiful homes.
Yeah.
I remember I was laughing when he said a lot of nurses and things live out there. My friend Kelly, shout out to Kelly. Uh-huh. She's a nurse and she lived out there for years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she lived in a townhome with her kids out there for years, her kids and her husband. And it was awesome when she lived out there. It's so sad to see how it declined.
Yeah.
But it has the ability to be a very beautiful and attractive property.
Yeah. Yeah, and it sounds like they're working hard. Mm-hmm. It was a bit of a stiff presentation compared to the first guy. He was like really impassioned.
Yeah.
These guys were like reading off of their phones.
But what I don't think people realize is when you're down there in the dais, those lights are hot. Yeah. And then everyone's staring at you.
They sure are. They're staring down at you.
Staring at you like, I dare you to mess up. Mm-hmm. And they're not really looking at you like that, but you feel like that. Because you're like right on the spotlight. And you're like, oh my God, if I mess up, the whole world's watching.
Yeah. So they were talking about how the Evergreen Village there, they've got 618 units with over 1,000 bedrooms total, originally built in 1977, formerly Oak Park Village or Autumn Ridge, and the Oak Park YMCA is right there next to it.
I mean, that's such an attractive property. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. You get that built up in beautiful apartment homes and townhomes. Yeah. You got the YMCA right there. Yeah. You should be able to fill that quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And they were talking about all the work they've done since they purchased this property in May of last year. And they said that all the units were pink tagged at that time. So not good, but not the worst.
Right.
But not good. 118 were red tagged, unlivable. Ooh. They couldn't find anyone to insure it. And now, with all the $8 million they poured into it, only 2 are red tagged and 390 are now pink tagged. So they're hoping to do this payment plan, payment in lieu of taxes, which, and I did some Googling to try to understand this. So bear with me as I just read this definition of what it is. It allows a property developer to pay a set of service charges instead of property taxes on eligible low-income housing units. The municipality agrees to it, so that's Lansing, accepts a lesser amount of property tax in exchange for benefits that come from the development. Benefits are increase in safe, healthy, and affordable housing units for residents and direct municipal revenues from building permits, utilities, rental licenses, and inspection fees, in addition to property tax revenues from increased property value in the surrounding areas. So, great.
But then we get into that conversation. I said, you got to make 3 times the rent.
Attainable housing.
There we go. Yeah. Attainable housing. So you're telling me this is low-income housing, but they got to make 3 times the rent.
Yeah. I don't know where they came up with that.
Help
us understand how that.
This is where I insert that Cardi B meme where I'm like.
Oh, I really wish we had video. I might have to take a picture. And they say, we're doing all the things to make this a better spot for everyone. We have reduced emergency calls to this neighborhood by 40%. There were over 500 calls.
Great.
Yeah, so that's really cool. But they have been a target of crime, so they've had to hire a private security company. Jackson, again, is pushing them on the voucher aid acceptance. And they say, look, we are very competitively priced. 1 in 4 folks who could use that program don't. They're pushing back.
They're like pushing back, but not pushing back.
In a way that shows that they understand the situation.
Yeah. All right. It's here. But again, refer to the disclaimer I stated earlier.
Will do.
But it's like, we're here. Come on. We really like those people. Come on over here. I mean, again, as a former voucher holder, it takes forever to get your voucher, and it's no shade on MISTA and HUD, because the lines are long for those vouchers. That'll be a whole nother conversation in itself.
Yeah.
And then you have a deadline to find your housing, like within like a 30, 60, 90-day window.
That's rough.
To find housing that passes inspection. So again, when we start having these voucher conversations, and I'd love to see people who are currently utilizing a voucher to come to the table and talk about what their experiences are.
Yes.
So that these developers, these landlords, these management companies can take a look at their policies and see how they're aligning. Yeah. So I understand you're saying you're following state law and state guidance, but how are you removing the barriers to the people who really need it? Yeah.
Maybe for Lansing, that could be a requirement to receive some of these tax abatements.
There you go. There you go. I agree with that.
Yeah. Councilmember Hussein says, great job. Thank you for all the work you have done. And none of your pink tags have moved into red tags. And they're like, no, we would never allow that to happen. And Hussein also asks how many people are currently living in the pink tagged ones. And they're like, we'll get back to you, which they do during public comments. So
yeah.
Good job.
And I don't want to take some of the congratulations and celebratory parts off of. They've done a phenomenal job with that property. Yeah. And that's amazing. Like the investments they put into it, they have done a phenomenal job. Now, as we're doing a phenomenal job with the infrastructure, let's look at the policies. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah. Next, the council members talk about their upcoming constituent contact meetings. Hussein will have his at the new restaurant La Mulata, and food will be provided.
Listen, shout out to La Mulata and their empanadas. Oh, God, they are
great. Everybody go try those at Councilmember Hussein's constituent contact meeting. You can get them for free.
There we go.
Yes. Councilmember Spatafor gives a shout out for the at-large meeting, which will be on October 25th at the new election offices and Jolly Road. In the public comments, there's a few events. The Old Everett neighborhood meeting will be at the South Lansing Library. The cemetery, Friends of the Cemeteries, will be holding a walk on Sunday the 28th with the theme of mayors, magistrates, and manufacturers.
Ooh, now that sounds interesting. Shout out to Loretta, because she does a lot of hard work for our historic cemeteries and really bringing awareness to everything and everyone that's in our cemeteries, because we've got a lot of famous people that are buried there. And it's pretty cool.
It is. And the Women's Center will hold their Dragon Boat Race this Sunday, the 14th.
Exciting. Exciting. Get out and support the Women's Center of Greater Lansing.
For sure. See those boats. The mayor, as I mentioned at the top, will be at the Lansing Empowerment Network's Village Block Party. That's this Saturday, the 13th, at the old election offices, Old Rio Elementary, from noon to 5.
The event is noon to 5. Mayor will be in a dunk tank from 1 to 1:30.
1 to 1:30.
Line up early. Get those tickets early.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll be really cool to see if he raises the most as far as like people that want to dunk him.
Mm-hmm. Police chief also there.
Police Chief Backus will be there. Councilwoman Pennabanaglu will be there.
Okay.
So I think that's really cool.
Are you going to be there?
I will be there in attendance.
Okay.
I am not going in
no
the dunk
dunking.
tank.
No.
I'm not going to get my hair wet.
Mm-hmm. Fair.
And then
might be cold.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But I will be there to volunteer.
Awesome. Looking forward to that. That's this Saturday. President Cost proceeds with the meeting to make as many dunk on the mayor references as possible. Great. There were some procedural items, repassing the responsible and responsive construction bid ordinance from the last meeting. Apparently the wrong version was in the meeting documents. This passed again with only one vote against, that being Jackson. And next there, we're updating the threshold that this bidding stuff applies to from $15,000 to $31,000. And then I will talk about the public comments, of which there were not too many. The Old Everett neighborhood leader was there talking about board appointments. He says, I'm going to get on in the dunking of the mayor. The mayor is treating these boards like his pawns. He should have let Farhan Omar as the first ward police commissioner appointment continue, but he removed him because he didn't like what he was saying. Any comment on that?
As I refer to my disclaimer, I'm just messing around. My only comment is I love how passionate Nick Zandy is.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. And he's never afraid to speak up and speak his mind.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to know how he feels about these situations and what's going on in our city.
Yeah.
And I love it.
And he's very knowledgeable.
He is.
Yeah.
He is. Yeah. I love that he is never afraid to get up and speak his mind, whether he's the only one or he's the fifth one or the 15th one.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to use his 3 minutes. You're going to hear him.
Yeah. He's got a lot of experience up there in front of those lights.
Mm-hmm.
He will also not be voting on the new charter. He would have liked to see more wards or more ward-based council representation. He doesn't like the at-large. He would like to see the city attorney be an elected position. And again, about the boards, he would like to see those being handled by council, not the mayor. A representative from the Evergreen Townhomes comes up to answer Hussein's question from earlier, and she says 132 pink tag units are still occupied, but they're working hard on those.
Good.
A manager at the Evergreen Townhomes comes up. He says he's been working there for the past 5 years. They were in a really rough spot. It has been night and day between these two owners, so please help them out.
It was nice to hear from someone who had been there from the prior ownership and then into the new one, because clearly they're doing something right.
Yeah.
If he's staying around.
Yeah. So next we had some representatives from the Rent is Too Darn High folks. They're saying our unhoused neighbors need support as winter approaches. They need a dumpster, toilets, running water, warm beds. Mayor, please drop the irresponsible lawsuit that you filed against the landowners where they are living. We are looking forward to continuing to work with the council on a tenant bill of rights.
Okay. All right.
And one more person said, helping the citizens of Lansing is your responsibility, council and mayor. There's trash receptacles in the parks, there's bathrooms in the parks, but we're pushing people out of the parks onto private property, and the private property owners should not have to provide the services that the government is responsible for. The city rescue mission is not an option for a lot of these people. You're not being accountable. Do not use the system of the courts to drive these people to their deaths.
I love the engagement.
Mm-hmm.
I do. Mm-hmm. I love that people are confident in coming and speaking their minds and talking to their elected officials and saying what they want to see happen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's really nice. That's the meeting.
I wanted more speakers. more speakers. I want to hear more things.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'll listen to the council meetings and I'll take notes on what the speakers will say.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll take it back to my team and say, so what can we do to impact some of these? What can we do to make, or we already know we got some services that are already attacking us. How can we make this more visible?
Yeah.
Right? Because a lot of times you have the doers of the work just doing the work,
Mm-hmm.
but we don't talk about the work we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
We just do it.
Yeah.
And we think everyone knows we're doing it.
Right.
And we go on to the next project. So
Yeah. Got to get the feedback cycle.
yeah.
We have heard some feedback in the past about the 311 call line.
Yes.
Is that something you would like to comment on?
I would love to. One, I want to say I appreciate every single comment or statement made regarding our 311 call center. It just helps us to grow and be better. We strive to be better every day. So we take it all as constructive criticism. We average 35 to 40,000 calls a year, right? So I want to put that in perspective as we hear the complaints that come in. We think about the number of complaints versus the number of calls, right? I think looking at that, we're doing a pretty good job, right?
Mm-hmm.
So our goal on a 311 call center is to answer at least 90% of those calls within that, or the concerns in those calls on that one phone call, not transferring, not having to make you bounce around.
Yeah.
And we are achieving that. We are currently achieving that.
Amazing.
We do have to escalate some of our phone calls.
Yeah.
And so that's when you start getting the comments where I'm leaving a message and no one's getting back to us.
Mm-hmm.
You're not leaving the message with 311. You're leaving it with that department.
Sure.
And it's understandable. People are busy. I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus or anything like that.
Yeah.
I just want to show the difference, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also, we're not partnered with every single internal partner yet within the city.
Mm-hmm.
We look to do that by mid-2026.
Okay.
I am incredibly, incredibly proud of our agents and my call center manager, Augie Martinez, who I will shout him out at every chance I get. I'm incredibly proud of them. They work hard, and it's amazing because no one calls City Hall happy.
Sure.
I don't know anyone who calls City. Matter of fact, if you're listening to this and you have a good experience with City Hall and you want to tell somebody, please call our agents.
Yeah.
Please call 311 and give a compliment to a city worker that you know is working hard and is out here doing things that to help increase things and make things better.
Yeah.
Because no one calls happy.
Mm-hmm.
And so our agents are dealing with angry calls 8 hours a day. But they're doing it. Let me say this, I'm not complaining about the angry calls either. Give us your angry calls.
Sure.
Call us angry. Let us help fix that for you.
Right.
Because that's our
Don't
goal.
struggle alone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I know the frustration of let's think back 5-6 years ago where you call one number, you get transferred, you got to tell your story over and over and over and over again. We're trying to help eliminate that.
Yeah. And anything else from the meeting that you noticed or want to?
Oh, the reactivation of the neighborhoods.
Oh,
I
right.
know Councilman Hussein talked about the reactivation of Colonial Village.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so excited to see that happen because prior to COVID, and with a lot of our neighborhood organizations, COVID really, really put a stall on things. And we've got some that had kept trudging along, but it's been hard to get back those regular meetings.
Yeah.
And people move out of the neighborhood, and then you got to find new leadership.
Yeah.
And it's hard. And so I'm excited to see Colonial Village reactivating. I'm excited to see Nick Zandy reactivating the Old Everett neighborhood. And then our neighborhood resource coordinator, Robin Anderson King, and the mayor sat down with ladies from the Baker neighborhood to reactivate the Baker neighborhood. And so we're really excited about that happening.
Yeah. And thank you for all that work that you are doing.
You're welcome.
It's a lot.
I enjoy it, though.
Good.
I really do enjoy it. Prior to my being in this department, I was in the Treasury Department.
Okay.
So I got a lot of those angry phone calls.
Oh.
Sorry for those pink letters I used to send to people. If you know, you know.
Uh-oh.
But I've always loved working with community. I've always loved problem solving. I always loved working with the community, and I love making my city better. For my kids and for my kids' families and friends and everything. I just love seeing Lansing flourish.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for doing that work. And thank you for bringing those concerns up the chain.
Yes.
Because I think that a lot, like things can get stalled, but it sounds like you're really working to.
Absolutely. It really helps having a boss that listens. That's a game changer for me. I've had bosses that I'm scared to approach and talk to. I don't have that situation now. I can approach and talk to my boss about the concerns that I'm hearing in the community and concerns that things that I see, and to not just listen, but to be heard.
Yeah. And your boss is?
Oh, my boss is Mayor Andy Shore.
Yes.
Who will be in the dunk tank from 1 p.m. to 1:30 on Saturday, September 13th at the Rebuilding the Village event.
When he's not listening to your concerns, he's getting the dunk.
Right.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here.
You're very welcome. I do appreciate the invite here.
Yeah,
this was fun.
Good, right?
Yeah.
Yay. For all of you listeners out there, you can check out the issue map that I made of the locations discussed in the meeting on the Patreon page. And also the bingo results from the meeting is on that page as well. Thank you to all my learned Lanstronauts who have signed up so far for just $5 a month.
Ooh, yay.
Yeah. The next meeting will be in 2 weeks on September 22nd, and our guests will be Superintendent and Deputy Superintendent of Lansing Public Schools, Ben Schuldiner and Jessica Benavides.
Ooh, that's going to be a good conversation. I like Ben.
Yeah.
I like Ben.
Yeah.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say? Or?
Ooh, let me do a shameless plug. October 15th. Make sure I got the right date. From 6 to 8 p.m., we have our Neighborhood Resource Summit at the Alfreda Schmidt Community Center. We will have vendors. We usually have over 30 vendors with free resources. We also have free food, and we have giveaways. And we've given away great things such as Visa gift cards.
Ooh.
These are things that the vendors will donate to be given away. And to get a raffle ticket to get it, you just have to come through the door. That's
wow.
it.
Amazing. That sounds perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Public Media Center, for letting us record with you. And thank you all for listening.
Yay.
Yay.
Bow, 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 bow.